2011 Subaru Legacy. It has a code P0171 with a check engine light. I'm gonna do some diagnosis here on the car. I'm gonna show you what is the issue. Why is P0171 as on this car? Most likely it's a vacuum leak, but sometimes finding the vacuum leak is just a headache. However, I noticed some stuff on this car while I'm turning off and turning it back on the brake pedal. I'm gonna show you what I found out. First of all, I connected my scanner. I connected this little one here. I have the big one here. I'm not gonna use it today. This is bi-directional. And I also have this quick code reader. I'm not gonna use for this one. So I connected this with a Bluetooth in the OBD2 connector here. I removed this cover here, so I was doing some diagnosis. However, let's go and show you what I found out here. Let's go to, I'm gonna do OBD2, not the enhanced, so it's easier to explain here. Diagnostic trouble code, the ignition is on. So this is 171, 0171, P0171. Alright, so I'm gonna go to live data. So I just exited the thing, trying to control the camera while I'm doing this. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna go live. When P0171 comes up, there is my focus on one thing, on the vacuum leak very much. Sometimes it could be other things like maybe low fuel pressure, but many times it says vacuum leak. So let's see what's going on here. I'm gonna go to fuel trim, on a shorter trim very much. Let's find, okay, here's a shorter trim. Alright, let's watch this one here. I'm gonna start the car. This has to be close to zero as much as possible. Let's see what happens here. Alright. It was subtracting the fuel in the beginning, now it's adding the fuel. Okay, it's going to 10 almost now. This is too much. On idle. The engine's already hot. Look, still adding the fuel, that's a lot. So I'm gonna show you one thing right now I'm gonna do to see where is the leak coming from. One thing I noticed here on the brake pedal, watch this. When I push the brake down, the engine starts to shake a little bit. Okay? And as soon as I turn the ignition off, I should have this, the first depress is supposed to be soft, and the second or the third one is supposed to be hard. As soon as I push the brake pedal, look, it's hard already. This is hard. Normal car, once you turn the ignition off, this thing here is supposed to be soft on the first push. That means the booster reserves some vacuum for the first push or the second push. On this car here, it didn't reserve anything. So that's telling me the booster is leaking air. All right, I'm gonna confirm it with a couple of steps. I'm gonna show how I do this. I'm gonna start the car again. Look at this now. This is soft again. You can see how far it goes down, and the engine shakes. Okay. Take this scanner with me. Watch this. Focus on this vacuum hose here, the one going to the booster from the engine. This is the biggest vacuum on the car. Let me just find one of my pliers here. Keep your focus on the trim. Now it's almost 20. That's a lot. Alright, so now I'm gonna pinch this hose here. Let me just put this thing closer. I'm gonna pinch the hose. Look at the reading. Watch this. Why do we try to subtract it right now? When I pinch the hose. You see this? This is going to the negative right now. Trying to subtract it. Alright. I think this booster here is leaking air. I'm going to confirm it in one more step. I'm going to do smoke test. Just bear with me 1 second, please. Okay, let me remove this again. See what happens. You see this? Watch this now. I'll remove the plier. Now it's adding fuel. Okay, let's confirm it with a smoke test. Alright, so let's I'm gonna remove this hose from here. And when I remove it also notice one thing. When if this is holding vacuum, as soon as you remove it you're gonna hear air sound. Like a vacuum suction. As soon as you remove this, I didn't hear anything. Okay, so it's not holding any air whatsoever. Okay, the last confirmation we're gonna do, make sure when you put smoke, bypass this valve here, because this is one-way valve. All right, so I'm gonna go direct to the booster. I'm gonna start my vacuum machine, my smoke machine. I'm tired. All right, so. I have the right adapter here, so this will keep the machine away. Okay. All right, let's just start the machine. Can't watch what's gonna happen here. Let me bring my light. Watch this. All right, see the smoke coming out? Here is the source of the smoke, and look at the smoke coming from the back. Smoke coming from the back. See this? Blow it again. Here. Do you see this? This is confirmed booster problem. Brake booster. I'll show you the 3 steps. That's the reason I didn't even check anything else, because I noticed the brake pedal hard as soon as you turn the ignition off. here again. It's not supposed to be hard, and when I pull this after I shut the car off, it's supposed to show. Okay, it's supposed to hear some vacuum, but look at the smoke coming out from the back. This is definitely bad booster. Alright, this is code P0171. It could be, of course, anything else, any vacuum hoses somewhere else. The reason I didn't go anywhere else at this moment, I'm gonna check the other stuff anyway, but I just showed you what happened here. Let me turn my machine off. See, the smokers keep coming from the back. The reason I came to the booster right away, because I did notice the brake pedal, it gets hard as soon as I turn the car off. As soon as the engine shuts off, the brake pedal gets so hard. Okay, it's supposed to have at least 1 or 1.5, maybe 2 breaths down before you deplete all the vacuum inside the booster. But this gets depleted as soon as you turn the car off. I keep saying this again and again just to make sure you understand me. Alright, so this is confirmed brake booster. Thank you for watching.